A 299 game is one of the most heartbreaking scores. It's so near to perfection, but that single pin laughs in your face. It's always painful bowling a 299, coming so near yet so far. And it's even worse when you're attempting to bowl a perfect game on TV. Even though we've seen more and more 300 games on PBA Telecasts in recent years, it's still a special thing to watch. I believe there have been 35 televised 300 games now, with Jason Belmonte bowling the most recent in 2023. However, there have also been a number of very near misses and 299 games bowled on TV. Some of these are very iconic, some were very unfortunate, others were not very good shots in the 12th, but in this video I'm going to be looking at what I think are the unluckiest 299 games ever bowled on TV. When you watch these back, there are some that really stand out and you wonder just how that one pin stood up. I've narrowed this down to the top 4 and we've got some really great bowlers in here, some legends of the game, and perhaps you already have an idea of which 299 games will be included in this list. Let's see if you're right, and we'll start off this list with number 4, Don Johnson.
Seven. Eight in a row. 4 for 9. 9 in a row. Quit.
Don Johnson's 299 game is iconic. The way he fell to the ground after the 10 pin stood. What a match it was, with both players keeping up with each other until the second half of the match when Johnson would pull away. He got away with a couple of good breaks at the start of the match, but apart from that, every shot was on the money. Tensions were high and there was $10,000 on the line if he could bowl a perfect game. However, on his final shot, the 10 pin would stand. Now it looks like the angle of this shot wasn't quite right. You can see when he came into the pocket with the ball going towards the right side, that meant that it would deflect, and you can see that in the shot. So even though it was a good pocket shot, because of the angle, that's why the 10 pin stood. However, I still think this was unfortunate and probably could have still struck. The only good thing about this, you can say, is that it was probably more famous him bowling a 299 than it would have been making a 300 in a crazy way, just because of how it played out and with how his reaction went. Number 3, Mark Roth. Mark Roth actually bowled 2 299 games on TV in his career. The first in 1975 when he went high and left a 4 pin. The second was in 1987 and this one was much closer. He left a 10 pin but came close to tripping this and another pin slowly started to roll across the deck. This could have gone and it was a decent shot. I think it was quite unfortunate. I think the fact he had 2 televised 299 games made me think that he should be third on this list, because you would have thought that maybe the bowling gods would have been kind to him a second time round. And also a fun fact, the following year in 1988, he had a 300 game bowled against him on TV by Bob Benoit. That was in the 88 Quaker State Open, and the final score there was 300 to Roth's 255. Number 2, Mika Koivuniemi.
perfection continues for the... Two strikes away. Yeah! One more to go! Come on, Mika! For perfection. Come on, Messenger! Come on! No! It's a turn.
Mika's 299 has a lot of history to it for a couple of reasons. It was in the 2011 Tournament of Champions and occurred in match number 2 against Tom Doherty. Now this match became famous as obviously Doherty bowled a 100 game, which was the lowest televised score of all time, and Mika of course bowled a 299. This meant that this match set the record for the highest margin of victory with 199 pins difference. This is a record that will never be beaten in my opinion, but what happened to Mika on his final shot? Well, he got very unlucky as a messenger came over to the 10 pin, it wobbled but somehow did not fall. This was such a great game from him, and anytime you bowl this sort of high score in a major is very impressive because it doesn't happen very often on TV. Mika went on to the final and continued to dominate, beating Tom Smallwood for the title. Number 1, Earl Anthony.
$10,000 if he perfectly solid hit and a solid 9-pin, and watch the reaction of this great champion.
Earl Anthony bowled 2 televised 299 games. Unfortunately, I couldn't find full footage of either of them. All I could find was a clip of his final shot, which I'll show again in a moment. The 299 game that makes this list came at the 1974 Cleveland Open. As you can see, Anthony's final shot was literally perfect. He was flush in the pocket and it left a stone 9-pin. He honestly could not have made a better shot here, and long after this he said that he still couldn't believe how that pin stood. In the other 299 he left a 6-pin, but I think this 299 from 1974 is clearly the unluckiest televised 299 game of all time. And so that will bring us to an end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and let me know in the comment section what you thought of this list. Do you agree, or do you think that there are other 299s that should have made this list? Let me know your thoughts. And if you have enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. Well, that's going to do it from me for today, and as always, thank you bowling fans, and see you all next time.